It's time to wake up, warriors.
April is National Stress Awareness Month. Stay tuned to learn some tips and tricks for yourself and your friends.
A musical filled with costume changes, many colorful and vibrant wigs, and various makeup designs has given the makeup crew a very rewarding job for this year's musical. Stay tuned to hear more about their work.
All this and more in today's episode of Wake Up Warriors.
Under a waterfall, waiting for you. Under a waterfall, dreams do come true.
Greetings, students of the Penn Trafford High School. Welcome to Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. While you are with us now, be sure you are not meddling or touching, and absolutely no tasting. Today marks the 4th of April. I'm Hoffa.
And I'm Herman.
Chocolate news! Looks like we have a sweet story to cover right here, right now. Let's go straight over to our chocolate news hound, Cherry Sunday. Cherry, where are you?
Hoffa, I'm on stage with Charlie Bucket and Grandpa Joe. Charlie, what should audience expect coming to the show?
They can expect to see wonderful dancing, all the beautiful lighting and the beautiful sets, and most importantly, Mr. Willy Wonka himself.
And Grandpa Joe, what was it like preparing for the show?
Oh, it really took a lot of work. We had to work on our music and dances, and we had to make sure our scene changes were in order, so we really had to come together as a group.
Charlie, the whole Penn Trafford High School is watching. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Come see Charlie in the Chocolate Factory this Friday and Saturday at 7:30 and Sunday at 3.
This month is National Stress Awareness Month. As the end of the school year approaches and testing begins, it can be easier to have stress over little things, bigger things. Here's guidance counselors Ms. Sherman and Mrs. Sutmeyer with more about this national month.
April is National Stress Awareness Month. I spoke to guidance counselors Ms. Sutmeyer and Ms. Sherman to find out more about resources that are available to students, as well as student Brianna Bennett to find out what Active Minds is doing to further the cause.
I think the number one resource would be to reach out to your counselor. We have a lot of students who come down and see us when they're overly stressed, and sometimes just talking through whatever's happening can help, just kind of getting those feelings and thoughts out of your head.
I think sometimes too, just having a space. We have the chill space available in the front of the guidance office for some students. It's just a matter of removing themselves from the stressful situation, kind of recentering themselves, and then getting back to that class or that environment. I think another thing is once they find things that help to alleviate their stress, if they start to practice that, whether it be breathing, a lot of the rooms have fidget toys in them, grabbing some of those things, utilizing it.
And definitely, Asher was added to the school as a therapy dog, and his main role is to kind of help brighten students' days and calm them down. I think one of the biggest and best ways of managing stress is just learning how to breathe slowly. So when we get anxious or overly stressed, our central nervous system kicks in and we get that fight or flight. So when you take in slow breaths and exhale, whether it's, breathing in on 5 counts and exhaling 5 counts, or there's 4 square breathing where you breathe in 4 counts, hold for 2, breathe out for 2, and hold for 2. Things like that are super beneficial to calm your nervous system down and relieve that stress.
And getting it as a part of a routine.
All right, so this past week for Active Minds, we had a Stressless Week in the Media Center, which consisted of different activities. One of them was drawing, another is a tech-free day, another is yoga. Just different activities for the students to just take a minute and rest from all the schoolwork they've been doing the past couple of weeks and just focus their minds on something else to kind of de-stress them and help them along before we have another break.
This has been Juliet Mastriani reporting for PT TV.
Students, today's Media Center activity is Feel Good Friday. If you are interested in attending the Media Center for some stretching, please sign up through this email sent by Mr. Russo. This activity will only be running from 2nd period to 7th period, so make sure to sign up and get your stretches in.
It's opening night for the PTDG Spring Musical. Here's a short commercial with more information.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory opens tonight at 7:30. It's not too late
to get your tickets.
We hope to see you there. We hope to see you there.
We hope to see you there.
We hope to see you there.
Hope to see you there.
We'd hate to miss you.
We'll see you there.
There is so much that goes into a show, and organization is key to keep things running smoothly. With the musical performing this weekend, we sent out some Oompa Loompas to get a special backstage tour from none other than the gum celebrity Violet Beauregard and her father, Mr. Beauregard.
My name is Mr. Beauregard.
And I'm Violet Beauregard.
And today we're going to be giving you a backstage tour of the Penn Trafford High School Auditorium.
Right here is stage right. It's where we keep home of all of our sets.
So right over here is the back hallway, and here we have a table with wigs where our featured dancers do some quick changes during the show.
And right here is the prop table. Is where we keep all of our props for the show.
So right here we have the costume room right next to Mr. Fox's room. And then right next to that we have the mic table where we all get mic'd up before the show. Okay, so over here we have the makeup room where we all put our makeup on so we can all look beautiful for the show. And this is the stage where we hope to see you tonight, tomorrow, and on Sunday.
Make sure to come watch.
Opening night for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory has finally arrived. The audience will get the opportunity to see a show filled with magic and creativity, but not what goes on behind the factory doors. Colin Ratasik spoke to one of the makeup sponsors to learn about the diligent work the makeup crew has put in the makeup show to come to life.
For Charlie and Chocolate Factory makeup crew, we have had to adjust a little bit just because there's so many more wig changes than what we are usually used to. Cherry, Sunday, one character, she has 5 wig changes, and then we have 28 Oompa Loompas during intermission. We've had to split up the makeup crew members a certain way so we can fit all of them within the 15 minutes. And then we also have featured dancers. They have about 3 different wig changes back to back. There's also a huge amount of makeup due to everyone's diverse characters. Again, like I said before, we have to get about 28 Oompa Loompas ready within 10 minutes. This musical is also different from the other musicals we have done before because there's just such a wide and diverse amount of characters. We have about 80 some wigs.
With the opening weekend of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the cast is gearing up to present their talents to their audience. However, there are unsung heroes behind the scenes. We caught up with one of the Drama Guild's stage managers for more.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Fernier. I'm one of the stage managers for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and we have multiple crews that help with the show. We have deck crew that moves our sets around. We have props, which make all the props for our show. We have paint crew, which paint the sets, and we have makeup crew that helps with all the makeup and wigs for our shows. This weekend, on Friday and Saturday, our shows are at 7:30, and on Sunday, it is at 3.
The Drama Guild has been working extremely hard to make sure their musical is perfect for the upcoming weekends. Did you know some roles are played by 2 different people? We caught up with Maddie Longa to find a better understanding of the meaning behind double casted.
So tonight is opening night for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. We have 2 weekends of shows, so cast 1 will be running this weekend. I'm part of that cast, but why we have 2 casts is it so more people get the opportunity. If they have people evenly matched for a role, they'll cast both of them so that they both get a chance to shine in each of the weekends. We have 1 show tonight at 7:30. We have a show tomorrow and a show Sunday. You can buy tickets online or at the door, and we hope to see you there.
Now let's send it over to Willy Wonka at the sports room. Good morning, Mr. Wonka. What do you have for us in the world of sports?
Thanks, Oompas. I'm usually used to a room full of candy, but let's dive in. Last night in sports, the boys lacrosse team hosted Greensburg Central Catholic and put on a dominant performance. The offense caught lightning in a bottle, racking up an impressive 19 goals, while the defense completely shut down the Centurions for a final score of 19-0. This win marks 4 in a row for the team, and they'll look to keep the streak alive when they take on the Hempfield Spartans on Tuesday, April 8th. The boys volleyball team welcomed Franklin Regional and made a statement. The Warriors cruised past the Panthers in straight sets, 3-0. They'll look to carry that momentum into their next matchup on Tuesday, April 8th, when they travel to face Norwin. Tonight in sports, both track teams open their season at home at 3:45. The softball team welcomes McKeesport at 4 o'clock for a makeup game, and the baseball team travels to North Allegheny for a 7 o'clock game. All events are subject to weather cancellation. Follow PT Athletics on Twitter to keep up to date on all sporting events. Good luck to our Warriors tonight. Now that's all I have for today. Now let's send it back to Hoffa and Herman at the Chocolate Waterfall.
And that concludes today's broadcast of Wake Up Warriors. We have endless gratitude for you all tuning in. We now invite you to watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory tonight or tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. or Sunday at 3 p.m. This has been Hoffa
and Herman.
Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day, PT.